Mauser,
Model 1895.
model 1895, shoots 7mm. We're about to see what this thing can do.
And we're out.
Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Cobra One, and today we're going to be talking about my Winchester Model 7 in 30-06. Open this clear. So this right here is a 22-inch barrel. It is a free float barrel, and it had a Mauser style action. Now, you just saw a clip of my youth days of my first rifle. That was my Chilean Mauser Model 1895. I loved it, but I wanted to do stuff like what you see here. Put a nice vortex Diamondback tactical on it with a good 6.2 24x50 scope in first focal plane. However, that's a historic rifle. I'm not going to ruin history and do stuff like put a scope on it, drill into it. That's how you hurt not only the value of the rifle, but the historic value of it, because they don't make them anymore. So the Black Shadow, I got this because I wanted a black bolt action rifle. Who doesn't? I wanted it in 30-06 because of my love for Vietnam, World War II, and Carlos Hathcock and Chuck Mawhinney. Both my idols from the Vietnam War, my favorite snipers of all time. In fact, Chris Kyle has credited Carlos Hathcock as being America's deadliest sniper, not him. And he's got a point, because he did a lot of his operations in the jungles of Vietnam with a Winchester Model 70, sort of like this, just not with synthetic stock, with no rangefinder. Using math with 3 days of sniper school training, which is how long it was back in the Vietnam War. Rifle right here comes undone. Here's the follower. Put it back in, and it closes. You can even hold it upside down, dump 4 in, and close it real quick to load it fast. You can do 5, however, I will show you right here. This lip right here, you see this lip? If you get the 5th round opposite of it, it works. If not, it's not going to close. It's going to be too much pressure. So put 1 in the chamber and then dump 4 in. You're good to go. It's an MOA. I got it in MOA because America's more imperial than metric. Being from a veteran of the U.S. Army, I'm used to metric. However, Imperial is just fine, especially if you're using long range. Most ranges are 100 yards. It doesn't throw it off too much, but meters is a little longer than yards, and close range might not matter, but when you zero a milliradian scope at 100 yards, long range, you can throw it off, but there's ways around it. To avoid that, I just get a scope at MOA and then zero it at yards, and then use yards as my ranging tool or method of ranging. And nothing wrong with that. I paid $450 for this rifle in 2019 at a pawn shop in North Carolina. And the scope I bought in 2022. 2022, 2023 for $450. And I got these 30mm scope tube. These 30mm scope holders, whatever the fuck you call them, on Amazon for about, oh no, wait a minute, they came with the scope. I actually don't know anything about the scope mount. I think I bought it on Amazon, it might have came with the scope, I don't know. But it's a great rifle. I've got a nice recoil pad on it because this 30 caliber rifle will slam into your shoulder. It's a very light rifle. So all that recoil is not getting absorbed anywhere except into your shoulder. So that's where the recoil pad comes in. I have bruised my shoulder firing this rifle, but I love it. It's light. I barely notice it on my shoulder from walking in the woods. And it works just fine. Some people think 308's better than 30-06. The power 30-06 produces is definitely a significant difference. However, 308 does fly flatter. Meanwhile, 30-06 tends to drop at 600 yards. Well, put the money in the round. You can get a high grade 30-06 and you're good. Alright guys, that was my video. Hope you enjoyed. And I will see you in the next one.